go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Hey, let go. Hey. Yes, sir. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Millionaire Mansion podcast. My name is James Hodgkin. I'm the owner of the Millionaire Mac Club, and we believe millionaire is defined by the mindset, not monetary status. Man, I'm feeling good, baby. I hope you're feeling good. I hope I didn't just hurt your ears, but man, let's go, man. Woo! Man, it just hit me. Just a wave of feeling goodness just hit me. And I want to pass it on to you. I want to pass it on to you. I want you to know blessings are coming your way. So stop neglecting them. Let them come to you. Embrace them. Bring them in with open arms. You deserve them. You don't have to do anything to earn them. You deserve them. Just for breathing, just for waking up, just for showing up, you deserve them. Now let them come. Stop blocking your blessings, you feel me? All right. Man, I didn't even plan to start the episode like that, but I'm just feeling good. You know, sometimes it happens and you can't block it. But as always, I hope you guys are doing amazing, man. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling abundant. You know, before we get into the episode, I want y'all to realize, and I want you to work on this. What do you say when somebody asks you, how are you doing? What is your response? Is it just good? Is it bad? Is it, it's okay? Things could be better. What's your response? And I want you, you don't have to lie, but I want you to think of something that you can say and it'll get you into the correct frame of mind if you're not necessarily doing the best. You know, because you are what you declare, right? You are what you declare. All right. Oh, and if you need an example, I used to say, I am spectacular. I'm living abundantly. Right now, I like to say, I'm living the dream. And people like laugh every time I say it because I don't feel like they actually genuinely believe me, or, you know, positivity is an anomaly nowadays, you know? So I like it just because it surprises them. So be that surprise, you know? And you don't know what that can do for that person, right? So let's get into it. Let's get into the episode. I wanted to talk about something important because this is something I was going through last week. And this is something that I feel like everybody can relate to. You know, and the topic is suffering in silence. Suffering in silence. Yeah. I want y'all to think about a time that you may have been suffering in silence. You may not have been doing the best, but you didn't want to say anything because you didn't want to kill the mood. You didn't want to diminish other people's good moods. But, you know, or maybe you didn't think that your problem was worthy of feeling down. Or maybe you're just feeling down just because you're feeling down and you don't even have a reason. That happens. And you know what makes it worse is like when you beat up yourself, like, oh, why are you feeling like this? There's so much to be happy about. You shouldn't ever be sad. No. That is possibly the worst thing to do, just because your feelings are legit. And, you know, obviously you don't want your feelings going up and down uncontrolled, but it happens, right? It happens. And it's only worse if you try to disregard them and invalidate them. Think about when you tell your friend how you feel and they neglect how you're feeling. And they're like, bro, that's stupid. And it just makes you feel worse. But think about how many of us do that to ourselves. How often we do that to ourselves. The person we're stuck with 24/7. Right? Or I won't say stuck because that has like a negative connotation. But some people feel like they're stuck with themselves. Right? So the first key, if you're suffering in silence, Take some time to ask yourself, how are you doing? How are you doing? Right? You could have a Maserati, you could have a mansion, you could have $1 million, you could have a scholarship to play basketball, you could have an art studio, you could have a business that's booming. But that doesn't mean that you're doing well up here, right? Ask yourself how you're doing. And it doesn't have to take you feeling down to ask yourself how you're doing. What I'm coming to realize is the key to life is controlling your emotions. Or I won't even say controlling them. Understanding your emotions and understanding how and what influences your emotions. Let that sit in. Rewind that if you have to. But that's something that I've really been realizing and I'm taking to heart. You know, because that's really what makes us perceive a situation is our emotions. Like how do certain things make us feel? We're feeling beings. We feel. Right? So take some time to ask yourself how you're doing. And don't make it a special occasion to ask yourself how you're doing. Check in with yourself constantly. Check in with yourself constantly. And we're going to get into how to check in with yourself a little bit later. So next, the second key. Don't wait until it's too late to be checking in. You know, this goes along with key one. Don't wait until it's too late to be checking in on yourself. Oftentimes, we'll wait until all the odds stack up and then we'll be like, dang, I feel like crap. Dang, I feel overwhelmed. Dang, I feel sad. Dang, I feel good. And it's always like a surprise to us. It's always a surprise to us. But if we can understand what influences our emotions to feel a certain type of way, then we can really start manipulating life, nitpicking life, and start feeling how we want to feel consistently. Your circumstances don't define you. No, your circumstances don't define your life. No. No, it's on you to define what you are, how you're feeling. It's your declaration, right? So with that, have some predicated time to yourself, right? Whether that's journaling at night, whether that's saying things you're grateful for in the morning, whether that's just setting your phone down and just taking a deep breath in the middle of the day. It doesn't have to be this big hoorah, right? It doesn't have to be this big thing. But have a little bit of time, 1 to 2 minutes. Start with 1 minute today. Start with 1 minute right after you get off this video. Or start with 1 minute, pause this video and take a second and just be like, dang, how am I doing? Because none of the things around you can move without you. Right? I need you to understand that. None of the things around you can move without you. And when have you done something your best? When you're fully stressed out, when you're fully sad, when you're fully not in the correct headspace. You know, maybe there's some anomalies that can function like that. But do you like functioning like that, right? Okay. So another thing that I just thought of is, you know, mental health is becoming the awareness behind mental health is raising. And, you know, people will say, oh, take your time for your mental health, do skincare, la. But you need to be consistent with it. Consistent with it. We go through shit every single day, every single second. We deserve more than one mud mask a month. We deserve more than, you know, a massage a month. We deserve more than whatever that oh, just take a weekend to yourself. No, you deserve some time every single day. You deserve some time every single day, right? Next, the third point. I've talked about this in one of my favorite podcast episodes. It's okay not to be okay. Hear my voice. It's okay to not be okay. Where it becomes okay is if you realize that you're not okay, and then you actually this isn't where it doesn't get not okay, because if you realize that you're not okay and you don't want to get out of that, or you don't set the intention to get out of it, because it's not always so easy to just get out of it, right? I'm aware of that. I don't want to be insensitive. But if you don't at least have the intention to, okay, I at least have the want to feel better, then that's on you. Because that's all it starts with. It starts with the want. You don't have to feel better right away. You just need the want at first. That's all you need. That's what it starts with, the want to feel better. Or if you don't want to feel better, then sit in it. It's okay. Sometimes we need to feel down. That's something that I was realizing last week. Is like I've been trying to grind, push, and wasn't giving myself. I was feeling emotionally depleted, and I wasn't giving myself that time to heal. I wasn't giving myself that time to feel anything but good. And obviously the goal is to feel good as much as you can, but sometimes what's the good? What's the bad with that? What's the good without the bad? What's the good without the bad? There's duality to this life, man. So don't harness, no, that's not the right word. Don't toxify your goodness because you're trying to feel overly good. Because at some point then you know how you feel. You can't fool you. You can fool others, but you can't fool you. So if you're constantly lying to yourself, then you're not going to have a good relationship with yourself. Then what? Right? So be honest with yourself. It's okay to not be okay. Just know it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to get out of it or not, right? Next. All right, so I just talked about all those different things. Now, what are some keys, or what are some tools or exercises we can do to get out of it when we're suffering in silence? Grab this. Grab this. Take some time. Boom, 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 boom. Scribble out those thoughts. Because sitting with yourself and just thinking, that can be beneficial to an extent. Because where are those thoughts going? They're just going right back in. They're just stuck in here. So they're just bouncing off everywhere. But once you get them on a piece of paper with a pen or a pencil and get it on a piece of paper. And yes, you can write it on your phone, but it doesn't work as well. So try to do a pencil or a pen with paper and really jot down your thoughts. Write out everything, how you're feeling, and don't hold back. Don't try to manipulate the writing session just because you want to feel a certain way, because that's not being honest. You have to be honest with you, right? You have to be honest with you. And another thing, if you don't like writing, then hop on your phone and use voice memos and just talk. Nobody has to see you writing. Nobody has to hear these voice memos, but just hop on and talk. It feels good to be heard. It feels good to be heard. And oftentimes we don't even give ourselves the ears to listen in on our own problems, on how we're really feeling, because, everybody's going through something. So it's hard. Obviously, we want good people around us to hear us out, but not everybody, that close person may not always be available. Right? So understand that you need to be utilizing those. You need to be utilizing those. And last but not least, I touched on it earlier. You deserve a great life. You deserve a great life. I know you may have gone through some tough things in the past. I know things may not have always shaken out your way. I know some of your plans haven't gone as planned. I know you may feel like it's just a downward spiral. I know. But I'm telling you right now, you deserve a great life. You do. You don't have to do anything extra to reap that reward. You just have to be you. You just have to breathe. You just have to live. You deserve it. Right? So I'm going to wrap up off that, man. I love y'all. I love y'all for real. And I know I've been saying the 7 and 7 reset is coming out, but I actually got some things moving. And my ebook, I'm finishing it up this week. So expect that. Let's see. What date are we looking at? So the day that I'm recording this is December 6th. I don't know what day you're listening to that. Expect that before Christmas. Y'all be ready for that before Christmas. So, hey, last but not least, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share, please. If any of this was insightful, motivational, any of that good stuff, just share it. Share, like, and subscribe. And as always, wait. And last thing, drop a comment drop a little heart if this helped. Drop a little heart if you felt this. Drop a little heart if you picked up a nugget. All right, I'm good. I'm off my soapbox. And like my grandma said, man, keep going and keep growing. I love y'all. Peace.